The official FIS press conference. We start with the men first. Finn Hagenkrok and Emil Jensen are already here. Finn, congratulations to the third place today. It was a very tight fight between you and the skier from Kazakhstan. Very confident you have enough power left for the last meters?
What did you say?
It was a very tight finish between you and Chebotko from Kazakhstan. Did you believe you have enough energy to outsprint him in the home stretch?
Yeah, I was very tired at the end, but I just went crazy in my head. So just adrenaline just pumped me up. So and I knew I had to have a long foot. So that was my focus.
We have new sprint course here. No Lahti curve anymore. How do you like the new sprint course here in Lahti?
It's good. Maybe for me, if I can win, then I have to more hills. But in skating, it's almost every course fits me well. So it was good.
We have next week sprint in Drammen. We had two Norwegians on the podium today. What is the preview for you? Can we look forward to even more Norwegian powerhouse in Norway, in Oslo, in Drammen?
Yeah, I'm not so good in classic, but I'll try and hopefully we'll get past this guy.
Thank you very much. Emil?
Yeah.
Big congratulations. It's
Thanks.
Not only the third victory here in Lahti, but you also secured the Sprint World Cup here.
Yeah.
There's
A good
nothing more
day.
to say. It was a good day.
Yeah, it was a good day. Everything felt good all day. I had good skis and the body felt good, and it's also a really fun course of going because it's, as you saw, it was not so many big hills. It's really tight all the way to the finish line. It's like when you're coming down to the stadium area, it's everyone glides up and packed together. So it's actually really fun because you watch much. You have to be focused all the time. You have to see what other guys are, and yeah, I was lucky today and won.
We saw quite smart moves from you in the second last curve. It was really tactically done perfectly. Did you prepare yourself? Did you think about what to do, or did it just go, naturally?
Yeah, of course. Before you have a plan, you think before what is gonna happen, and you have a kind of A and B plan. What's gonna, how the race will be. But you never know until you're out there, and while you're out there, you have to change your plan all the time and see what happens. Like I have a tactical day to be number one over the small hill when you're coming into the stadium area. But in the final, I couldn't pass Olavigen. He was before me there, so I have to change plan and just to see what's gonna happen. And I was lucky to be able to pass him in the last straight there because before the finish line. So it was also a little bit lucky to be able to pass him. So I'm really happy today.
As you said, it was a good day. You won the Sprint World Cup and the first place. Is it a satisfaction for you after World Championships? It was a successful World Championships for sure, but the gold medal was missing.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I was number 4 in the World Championship in the individual. So of course that is not a fun place to be. So it's really good now to be up there again and be number 1. And maybe the big focus was to beat all Norwegians, and that was really good. So I'm happy.
And what is your preview to the rest of the season, and especially to sprint in Drammen and Stockholm?
Yeah, we have it's a great end of the season because we have a lot of fun now in the both races in Drammen and Stockholm. I love a lot, and it's much people in the town, so it's gonna be so good and so fun to race the last races. So I'm looking forward to that.
Thank you very much. Olavigen is still on his way, but do you have any open questions in English to the guys sitting here? If not, thank you very much, guys.
Thank
Congratulations. We can continue with the ladies. Maybe before we continue with the ladies, when Ola is here, we will finish the men first. Yeah. So Ola, you can join the ladies at the table. Ola, congratulations to second place today. This season was a difficult one for you. Are you finally happy that you made it to the podium?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, it's like a victory for me to be back on the podium. I had a lot of troubles this season, especially before Christmas, and so yeah, today I felt good. The course was good for me, a little easy. I missed a lot of training, but yeah, it's good to be back. It is.
Is it important for you, for your self-confidence, to know that you're still there, you're still on the top, even though the season is going to an end, but we have an important year coming up next year?
Yeah, exactly, for sure. Next year is Olympics, and I think it's good for my motivation for the training now in summer to have this podium. And I know that I can beat these guys, so that's important.
Back to the race today, you and Emil, you went away in the stadium and created a gap. Do you think it was possible to beat Emil in the home stretch?
Yeah, I had a good feeling in the curve up there before we came down to the stadium. But I started to get a little tired, so I was sitting down to rest a bit. And I watched behind my legs that Emil was skating behind, and okay, now I need to skate myself. But then it was too late, actually. Then he came in. But Emil is strong. He's the best sprinter this year, and so second place is okay.
I already asked Finn, what can we look forward to next week in Drammen from Norwegian Powerhouse?
Well, the weather forecast looks good, and I hope it will be a lot of Norwegians there and share for us. So, yeah, I have one victory from Drammen from before, and yeah, my goal is to be on the podium. So we'll see. It will be fun.
Thank you very much. Congratulations once more.
Thank you.
Do you have some questions? If not, thank you again.
Thank you.
Now it's time for the ladies. Thank you for joining us at the press conference. Alena Prochaskova from Slovakia, Marit Björgen from Norway, and Kiken Rendel. We start with Alena. Alena, you didn't have an easy season as well. You struggled at the World Championships. What's your comment about the race today? Did you believe you can make it on the podium?
Nemala som moc ľahkú sezónu. Mala som trošku problémy zdravotné aj minulý rok a preto som veľmi šťastná, že som sa dostala vlastne tam, kde som sa dostala dnes, že som vystúpila na to pódium, takže som veľmi šťastná.
So Alena says that she's had struggled with health not only this year but also last year. And it was a difficult season for her, but for sure it's very nice and very good to be on the podium today. Thank you. Marit, congratulations to second place. It was very close, almost a victory. And as you said, not bad for a skate sprint this year. What's your comment about the competition?
Yeah, I'm happy with my race today. I feel I was very strong, but Kiken was a little bit stronger, so maybe I should put my foot, stretch my foot better. So, but I'm really happy and I'm feeling I'm in good shape, and yeah, it was a good sprint. I think the course is not my favorite, but I was fighting all the way, so I'm really happy.
After the World Championships, also skiers and servicemen and the whole team is kind of down with not only motivation but energy. How did you deal with it? Did you rest? How did you prepare for the World Cup in Lahti? Was it difficult to find motivation for next racing?
No. I'm feeling in good shape also, and for me it's feeling that the season was starting in the World Championship, because I haven't been racing this so much this year. So for me it's good, and when I'm feeling in good shape, I wanted to also to race. So I'm looking forward, and it's nice races again in Holmenkollen, Drammen, and Falun. So I'm looking forward. So no problem for me.
When it comes to tomorrow, 10K Classic, what are your plans there? What's the preview for tomorrow?
I'm feeling in good shape, so I think hopefully I can be fighting for a podium tomorrow, and also in the first place. So I'm really looking forward because I'm feeling very good, in good shape. So.
Thank you very much. Keegan, congratulations to the victory. Like Emil, you also secured the Sprint World Cup. You defended the Sprint World Cup. It wasn't a bad day for you either, was it?
Today was my 100th World Cup start, I figured out, so I was hoping to make it a special day all around, and was definitely excited to have a good performance today and lock up the Sprint Cup. When I was injured this fall, I thought maybe I would have to put the Sprint Cup out of my goals, but it turned out I was still strong in the opening part of the season, so it feels good to finish off the last race still in good form.
Yesterday you said the sprint course here is not your favorite. Have you changed your mind?
Well, I think it's a good sprint course. I mean, I think it's under 3 minutes, which we don't get to do that too often. And because there were no hills, it kept the pack very close. It was very tactical and very close at the finish. So I think it was a good sprint course. I think for me, if a little bit more hills is always better, but I enjoyed it.
You were very strong, also tactically. Did you plan some special things, some special moves where you want to be?
Yeah, I felt like it was important to be near the front, especially coming into the stadium. So I tried to have a fast start and get myself in a good position early and make sure and carry momentum up and over the bridge. And it worked out well that way in every single round. And yeah, I just wanted a chance to really come into the finish with a lot of speed. So you kind of have to react to what's going on out there, but today it worked out pretty well for me.
Thank you very much. Do you have any open questions in English to successful ladies here? I like the sprint course we used here a few years ago when we were doing freestyle, where we went a little further up the second hill. Just added a little bit more climbing, but I don't know. It was also good to try out this new one. So I think for classic, the course we did last year was really good. For skating, I think it would be perhaps a little too much downhill all at once. So you never know.
I think for skating, I think this track was better. For classic, for sure, it's better than the other track last year. But I think in maybe in the finish line is maybe too short in the curve, and you have only, I don't know how much, but maybe it's too short because you have to be 1 or second. Yeah.
Maybe Keegan would disagree that the length was exactly as it should be. Any more questions? If not, thank you very much for joining us here. Good luck for next competitions.